Hello candidates, welcome to another science session. After looking at the single and the single movable and the single fixed pulley, now this time we come to look at the combination of the two, which is the block and tackle system. So the block and tackle system is a combination of the single movable pulley and the single fixed pulley system. So these two are combined to come up with the block and tackle system. Its mechanical advantage is determined by the number of wheels. We shall be looking at that shortly in the illustrations. Then we can say here it changes the direction of force. That is one of the ways it simplifies work, by changing the direction of force. Then the effort needed is greatly reduced. So as compared to the other pulley systems, this one, the effort needed is greatly reduced, and then work is done faster. Because it is a combination of the two pulley systems, so it also combines their characteristics. So when we look at illustrations, we have the first illustration here. Just like we've said, its mechanical advantage is determined by the number of wheels. So you can see that we have we have two wheels here, and then the mechanical advantage is 2. So when you look at the second illustration where we have 4 wheels, we cannot take the mechanical advantage to be 2, but this time round the mechanical advantage will be 4, simply because we have 4 wheels. So in other illustrations that may not have appeared here, you can have that of 3 wheels, you can have that of 5, or even more. So just know the number of wheels is equal to the mechanical advantage, or the number of times this machine simplifies work. Then it also changes the direction of force. As you can see, this is the load and it is supposed to go up. So when the effort is applied here, the effort comes down and then the load goes up. So it changes the direction of force. And then its advantage is that the effort needed, or the effort is greatly reduced, or less effort is used and work is also done faster. Now, for the mechanical advantage, we shall need this to work out calculations on such machines. For example, when you take a good look at the first illustration, they are saying the load force is 100 kilograms force, but we don't have the effort force. So if you're asked to calculate the effort force, we shall simply write our formula for mechanical advantage, and we say mechanical advantage is equal to load out of effort. So we already know the mechanical advantage. From the number of wheels, we know that the mechanical advantage is 2. So 2 is equal to, we have the load force right here, which is 100 kilograms force. And what we are looking for is the effort. So we shall multiply this side by the effort, even this side by the effort, so that this effort and this one will cross out. Then we have 2 effort is equal to 100 kilogram force. So we divide by 2 both sides. This 2 will give a 1, and that one. We remain with our effort, which is equal to 100 kilogram force divided by 2. Here we shall get 1, and then here we shall get 50. So our effort is 50 kilogram force. So this one only proves to you that the effort needed to do work is reduced greatly. Now when we come to the second illustration, we are also given the load force as 100 kilograms, and then we have the mechanical advantage. Given the number of wheels, the mechanical advantage will also be 4. So we shall simply say mechanical advantage is equal to load out of effort. We shall have our mechanical advantage being 4, and that will be equal to our load, which is 100 kilogram force, divided by the effort which we are looking for. Shall simply multiply by effort here and then by effort here, so that we have 4 effort is equal to this one, this effort, and this one will cross out. We may not even need to write the one there. Shall have 100 kilogram force, and then we divide by 4 both sides. By 4 this is 1, by 4 this is 1. We remain with effort, which will be equal to, by 4 this is 1, and by 4 that will be 25. So our effort will be equal to 25 kilogram force. So you can see that the higher the mechanical advantage, then the less the effort that is needed to do the work. Now, when we are done with these calculations, I think these two can help us to do any other calculation that may come on a block and tackle system. Now let's put our attention to the efficiency of a machine. So this is the rate at which a machine simplifies work. The speed at which the machine simplifies work is what we call the efficiency of a machine. So it is basically affected by 2 factors. One of them is the friction force, which you very well know by definition. And then we have the weight of a machine, or in other terms, we can simply say the gravitational force. So you can see the friction force and the gravitational force are the 2 forces that you overcome when using any machine. Now, these factors are the ones that make machines less effective, because no machine will give you 100% as the efficiency. So because of the friction and the gravitational force, or the weight of the machine, the efficiency of a machine will always reduce, even if the machine is very new. Then we can look for ways of overcoming these 2 factors, or ways of improving the efficiency of a machine. One of them is by dealing with the friction, and in that case we shall say by lubricating the moving parts of a machine. In this case, the moving parts are mostly is where we have the pivot. But in other machines, you need to know where the moving parts are, because they may ask about any other machine that is not this. And then we can also talk about repairing the worn out parts and even replacing the worn out parts. So by doing those 3, you will have improved the efficiency of a machine. Thank you very much for being part of this session. An activity will be attached to this clip. Please watch the clip carefully and attempt the work and submit it. Thank you.